Hello and welcome, you join me, ADG, and here I am, incredibly excited to play Assetto Corsa Competizione. So it came out a week or two ago, and this is my first go at it, so I've only just downloaded it, but I am aware that plenty of other people have been playing it for a week or two. So I've just been on the chat with Del, GT Delly B, and he's given me a couple of settings for the wheel, because we both use the same wheel these days, and give me a couple of settings for the game as well. So I've had a little feel just to make sure it feels okay. I've done 2 laps, but I've just had a quick look through the menus, and I'm not familiar exactly with what's going on with these menus, but I'm going to jump in and do one of these, I think, or maybe 2 or 3 of these, depending on how it goes. So Silverstone hot lap event in the dry, sounds good to me. In the Bentley, we've got some lap times up on the right hand side to try and get somewhere near. So obviously that's going to be difficult, as this is my very first effort, but I'm guessing we don't really have to do anything. The car's all set up and we just jump in and have a go. That's what I like. I've only actually set up the buttons to be able to manually start the car and change the gears. I don't even have any wipers set up or anything like that, so I need it to be dry, quite frankly. So session start time 3 o'clock in the afternoon. This is all new to me, so just looking at all the little details that are popping up everywhere. We've got track at the top fast, weather looks quite nice. Temperature 29 degrees, track temperature 37 degrees, wind is 0. Actually, have a look at the setup quickly. So aggressive preset setup, a more aggressive setup, potentially faster lap times, but requires a more precise driving technique. Ooh, do I even want to? I haven't even tried the normal one, so I'll just stick with the normal one for now. And then I might put that setup on if I feel I can gain a bit more time. Right, got to press X to put the ignition on. Oh, ignition, starter. Is it going to start? There we go, that took a bit of starting. So, here we go. Lando at the top. I wonder if that's Lando Norris. I've got to change into first, and away we go. I'm in the Bentley. Been warned, and I know from previous Assetto Corsa that the car is extremely loud. So it'll be interesting to see how good the sound is in this Bentley. Being told it's pretty good. There we go. So at Silverstone, a track actually knows, so I've got half a chance of doing a reasonable time. Oh, bit of oversteer, not the corner I thought it was either, so it's a different layout to what I was expecting. I know where I am now though. Just trying to cruise through there, no doubt I can go a lot faster through there, but for the first effort I just want to get through the corners. So you can really rev out these cars. Sounds awesome as well on board. Oh, a little bit too hot into there on the brakes. When I turned in, I just didn't have the front. I didn't have the traction whatsoever. I was going too fast when I turned in. Lost the rear end a little bit. Feels good though. I like it. I could use a little bit more weight on the wheel possibly, but I could change that in my wheel settings. It is a little bit light with the current settings I've got. A bit too much curve through there.
Please try to stay on the track.
It's a big old beast, is the Bentley. Struggle to get it stopped into the slow one. Not too bad actually. Down the hanger straight now. Trying to get some kind of feel for it. Pedals are vibrating away with my Fanatec V3s with the little motors on. Feels cool. Accelerators vibrating away to give me some kind of feel for the traction. tracktion's a little bit tighter than in other games that I've driven this track on through there. Still got through just about. So not too bad for a first lap, I feel. So I'm actually on to the second lap, I think. So I've got the little bars at the top as well, which are a little like challenges to complete. I haven't really looked at them yet. Once I get onto a straight, I'll have a quick look. Stay in control of your car, drive one clean lap. So I need to get a clean lap in to get one of them done. Keep getting this traction control on in these cars, so I can be a little bit more aggressive probably on the throttle on corner exit. Oh. So it feels good. I think I'll do a few more laps on this, then maybe try a different car on one of the other challenges, or a different track, just to get that initial feel for the game, and then maybe jump into a bit of a race and try and concentrate on one car in particular and see how we go. I'm going to keep it roughly about 40 minutes, 50 minutes this video hopefully. Oh, lost the rear a little bit through there. Carry the speed though. Brakes are actually really good. I hadn't quite got to grips with the brakes yet, but they're a lot better than I thought they were. Feel really good in this car. I don't think I'm doing too badly for a first go. Really, really good representation of Silverstone as well, being laser scanned, millimetre accurate. I'm not sure where my lap times are popping up. I don't see lap times popping up as I come over the line, so... Oh, is that not the start finish line? I'm not sure. Oh, deep. So it is a little bit challenged on the graphic side, like that line on the left hand side not being a continuous white line, for example, being slightly pixelated with the frame rate and the rendering and all that kind of stuff, whatever it's all called. But for me, I could race with this, don't feel too bad. It's not ideal with that low frame rate, but it's manageable. I'm enjoying it so far anyway. So I'm going to do one more lap. Oh, big slide through there. So I'm in 2,296 plates with a 203.099. Oh, there's a bit of improvement there to be had. I think I could gain a lot of time on the brakes. I'm not being confident enough on the brakes really. forced it into there a bit aggressively.
He's trying to stay on the track.
My engineer's telling me to stay on the track. Probably wise. Oh, a bit of over rotation correction. Oh, I made that harder than it was through there. So just having a look at everything now. I'm 6/10 up on my lap time by the look of it. At the top left, unless I've got that wrong. In-car view as well, feels natural, instantly get used to it, doesn't take much time at all. Oh, big catch, just about managed to the weight transfer. Quite difficult if you get it a little bit wrong on the brakes, and then you've got it a little bit to do with the steering, a bit more to do than you expect. And then you can instantly put it into a slide, as I did then. And that was just from being too aggressive with the steering, really. Same into there, lost the rear end a little bit. So one thing I'm learning straight away is I need to load up the tyres a little more gently. I'll try and do it now into here nice and slowly, so I need to be turning in and then turning in more and slowly increasing the amount of turning again, turning in and then turning in more, again loading up the tyres from this point, loading them up, probably too late actually, and go like that. That's what I need to be doing. Anyway, I'm going to jump out of that. So how do I get to another one? I think I have to go right back out. I'm not sure again with all these menus. Yes, pretty good first impression. So Hopston Spa, do that. I know Spa well enough. I know Barcelona well enough. Brands Hatch in the wet, that would be interesting. Or do I do a race? I'm tempted to go straight into a race as well. Let's have a look. What can I do in this? So game mode. Quick race. 3-hour endurance race, bloody hell. Sprint race weekend. 6-hour endurance, 24. Nice. And then a full custom menu. So that's pretty good. You can set up whatever you like, pretty much by the look of it. So I want to have a little race, see what the AI is like. So I'm going to just set up a quick race. 10 minutes sounds good to me. Time multiplier, I don't know what that is. That might be something to do with, oh god knows, used to be to do with drifting in the old one. Starting position, don't want to be in first, boring. I don't know how many cars is there. You can have 19. I'll be 14. Oh, this is not knowing all the menus. I'm going 13th, I'm looking for some. Opponent's skill, GT Delivery that we were talking to earlier said put it up a little bit, so 95 he said. Single make, no I don't want single make, so that's it I think. Let's pick a track I have actually some knowledge of, so I've got half a chance. Spa would be good, Barcelona, I might just stick to Brands Hatch, it's going to have to be Brands Hatch, one of my favourite tracks. Brands Hatch it is. This should be interesting. I'm going to go in the Ferrari. I want to have a drive of this Ferrari as my first real car to try and get used to, I think. So I'm in the Ferrari 488 GT3 2018 and I'm going to drive as Giancarlo Fisichella. So that will be good. It's Brands Hatch. Let's see what the weather's like. I don't want any rain on because I haven't got any wipers set up. I haven't got my button set up for wipers. So that's pretty much it I think. Let's have a look at the realism actually. Damage rate. Oh, let's have a put the damage on. I want to see what happens if I do pick it up. Let's have that on as well. Tyre sets unlimited, that'll do. Brake temperature on. Let's have it all on, pretty much. And what have we got here? Oh, that's just... So I've got my gearbox on manual, clutch automatic, engine start manual, wipers manual, lights manual. I still need to do my buttons. Pit limiter automatic, stability control off, ideal line hidden. Right, I've kind of sussed out the menus whilst doing all that. So let's have a go at brands in the 2018 488 Ferrari GT3. I don't think there's any qualifying. I didn't see any setting for qualifying or anything there, so I think I'm straight into a race. It looks like it. Jesus, right, here we go. Whoa. Oh, it's all rolling start and everything in it as well. Gee, I was thinking they're tightly packed. Right. Forgot about that. What do I do with this setup? I think I'll just stick with what I've... Not that I've driven this car, but I'll just stick with the standard setup. Looks cool. Look at the in-car detail there. Steering wheel looks awesome. Look at that. Looks good. The dash as well. Oh, I need to start my car.
Damage at the rear of the car.
Start. What am I doing wrong? Oh, I can't start my car. Right, I need to suss that out. Yeah. Alright. Let's try that again. Have I got it the wrong way around? I have to press that one and then that one. Hopefully I can get it started.
Stay in double file.
There we go. Managed it. Here we go. So this is a rolling start, I'm guessing. And not a full warm-up lap. Try and get some heat into the brakes just by stomping them a little bit. Got to think everything's cold. Don't think I could go ahead against. Are we starting? I'm not sure. Yep, we're starting. Right, that's it. Oh, I dropped off a little bit. Bad start.
Car on the left.
Had a go bend for the first time on this game ever. Oh my god. Took out the bollards. Nice. At least I didn't go off though.
Car on the left.
Down the inside into Druids, why not?
Car on the left.
Still there on the left. That radar's quite handy there.
Clear on the left.
Oh, gone out wide. Too wide.
Car on the left.
Oh, he's coming back at me. Oh, it sounds awesome on the overrun.
Clear on the left.
Not the ideal exit, I'll be honest. Compromise so far. Maybe I'm giving too much room to the AI drivers.
Clear on the left.
There we go. Right, I've finally got myself a little position on the track without anyone next to me. This is my very first lap round Brands Hatch on this game and it's not going brilliantly, but at least I haven't gone off massively yet. Just about keeping it through there. Bit late into there, miss the apex by a mile. A lot of learning to do on this game. I've got to do it quick. Oh, just touching the gravel. Got a Porsche right on my choke. Oh, I can't get it turned into Graham Hill bend. Off on the grass, it's incredibly bumpy when you're off on the grass. Wheels bouncing all over the place. I'm not going to win this race, I've got a feeling, but it's quite fun. concentrate on actually hooking up some apexes, get some time out of this Ferrari. Oh, just a bit of understeer. Need to just get a little bit heavier on the brakes. Getting through there, loads of understeer really pushes, just pushes on. I don't know if I like this Ferrari, it is very understeer. Either that or I'm just going too quickly into every corner.
Clear on the left.
Taking those bollards out as well.
Well done, mate. This is me, your crossing best.
Oh. A little bit wide through Druid. It's a bit better, still a little bit wide, but better than previous laps. Oh, bumpy. Jesus.
Car on the left.
Guy behind me's got the run. Having to go defensive now into Hawthorne.
Clear on the left.
Oh, just get him a line. Taking a lot of curve through there, got away with it though. It's a better lap, I'm happy with that lap, that'll do. Not that I've finished it yet, but so it definitely helps being on a familiar track, knowing Brands Hatch allows me to try and pick it up as quickly as possible and get some kind of feel for it now on whatever lap I'm on, lap 3. I don't know if the tyres were cold, I never really looked, so much going on the screen, I haven't looked at everything, but oh, but it definitely seemed harder on that first lap.
Keep it up.
With the understeer, seems alright again now. Or it did do until I did that. So letting a few drivers through, I'm in 17th position now. Not ideal. But I'm just enjoying it as my first experience, to be fair. Not too fussed where I actually come. Could not see the apex at all then. Just had to judge it by the car in front, and I didn't judge it very well. Car on my right, so I'm going to have to let him go. Otherwise that's going to end in tears. Oh, touch the grass. Oh no, it's all gone wrong. Oh, there's my first proper crash. Oh, no, right at the back now. Right, I'm going to give myself a restart. See if I can do any better at the start and actually hold some kind of position. Oh. This is good fun though, straight away, I'm loving it. Good experience. Feels good on the wheel. I think I could get it feeling a little bit better with a bit of work. Maybe tuning the settings a little bit more on my wheel, but for a start it feels pretty good. You can definitely feel the car. So let's go again.
Go in double file.
Sounds awesome at low speed, just tickling the throttle in first. Those pops and crackles from the exhaust, sounds good.
Green light, go, go. Car on the left.
Going to be a little bit more aggressive this time, believe it or not. See if I can push for a position or two. At the same time as trying to keep it clean.
Clear on the left.
Oh!
Car on the left.
Oh god!
Clear on the left.
That's too much curb. So where are we? 12. Let's see if we can improve from 12 now. Now we've got through the first couple of corners. Keep riding that bit of grass there, need to stop doing that. Haven't quite got the judgment of the width of the car yet, properly. Not perfectly anyway. Nope. Oh, thought we were going wide, but kept it on. Just about. Finding I'm using third gear a lot in this car. Not really going down into second. A little bit wide, managed to hold it just about. Slow though, lost a lot of time through there now.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
Good stuff from the II. Pretty reliable, they're not taking me out so far, it's pretty good. Really enjoying this as a first race. Well, my second go because I've restarted, but braking too early into them. Still relying on braking points from Gran Turismo, if I'm honest, and they're a little bit early on this game by the look of it. Definitely need to improve that smoothness on the wheel as well, I mentioned earlier. Really start loading up the tyres a little bit earlier. Still too jerky, I can feel it. So I've got a train of cars looking to get past.
Right on the fastest lap so far.
Behind me. Oh, too much curb. Oh, no. Let's keep it going. Oh, I've stalled.
You've got light damage at the rear.
No, start. There we go. Oh, I might have to turn that automatic manual start off. It takes that long after crashing. That's a race ruiner. So I've gone off, as you can see. I'm going to carry on, see if we can get a fast lap time, if nothing else. That was good whilst it lasted until I lost it into Paddock Hill Bend and got collected. The cars behind coming through. What's it say on the dash when I rev it too much? Overboost. Oh, losing the rear end a little bit through there. Rear brakes are cold, I need to get more temperature into these brakes. Not really a heavy braking track, to be fair, Brands Hatch. It's more of a little dab and get it turned in kind of track. Carry the speed. Oh, no. Oh. Believe it or not, I'm quite enjoying the fact that I'm losing here, because I'm finding some kind of limit to the car. I'm still not sure how you start it though. Come on. Oh shit. I'm going to be in the way in a minute. Why won't it start? Come on.
We're at the halfway mark. Keep pushing.
Yeah, I'm pushing. I'm trying to push the bloody ignition. get it thing started again. Come on, what's wrong with it? What have we got to do? Ah, it's because I'm not in neutral, I bet. Yeah, it is. I've got to... Ah, right. Oh my god, that took a while to suss it out. Got cold tyres now at the front. Oh my god, they're all cold. I've got to warm them up, but not in the best way. Oh, they're coming. Right, I'm going to have one more restart. This is good. This is challenging. Definitely challenging. Car felt a little bit different after the few laps there, and it actually felt a little bit harder to drive as well, so you'd think it'd be better, but maybe it was just my driving, I'm not sure. Anyway, let's go again. I'm not sure how you change view either, I haven't played with that yet. I'll have to assign a button to do it, I think, but I'm stuck in this view for the time being. Oh, I've done it again, and started my engine. Oh, no. Do bear with me. As you can see, complete first go. I have no idea what I'm doing, other than once I've got started.
Going double file.
There we go. I'm ready. Definitely need a bit more weight on the wheel for me. It's a little bit light. Just doing that then, it's not much there. I need to get that sorted out. Other than that, it still feels really good. Initial first impressions, just not to my preference. I'd like a little bit heavier on the wheel. But I can sort that out soon enough. Right. Yes, I've got through without taking too much curb. Down the inside into Druids, everyone's stopped. Can I get a position? No, not able to run it out wide because he was on the left. Oh, a bit of understeer again through there. Yes, that wasn't too bad. Bit sorry at the wheel, but I got through. Big slide to catch, got to go to inside to defend. Lost a lot of time doing that. Stick it to the apex. This is good. I'm having to concentrate quite a bit though. It's not easy. Just about had enough grip to keep me on track. Just. Very fine margin. So I'm no good at keeping up with the guys in front. I just drop off. I'm trying to just find some kind of pace around Brands Hatch. Most importantly, I'm trying to keep on track and actually finish this race and get a race done. gone wide. Opened up the apex there to the guy behind, but chose not to go for it. It's good this AI, not just diving for any gap, but seems like they're actually considering it a little bit. Strange thing to say about the AI, but it seemed like it then, like he could have gone for the overtake on me then. He had the pace, he had the run, but decided against it almost. Well, that's what it seemed like. Put in the corner a little bit too much there, I think. Definitely getting some kind of feel for this now though. Feel the wheel and the car a little bit more. Keep taking that same amount of curve that just loses the rear end. Not a good habit to get into straight away. On other games though, that's the line really that you want to be taking and clipping that curve a little bit, but you don't really get away with it in these cars. On this game, I'll have to slightly alter my line into Paddock Hill Bend, the first corner. So finally actually getting a little bit of a gap to the guy behind. Been hustling me the whole time. Oh, way too early on the brakes. Still not quite got the feeling for the brakes yet. That's the biggest thing to get used to really. And I can really start gaining a lap time. No. A little bit of a slide as I just washed wide of the apex a little bit. Tried to slow it down a little bit more on the brakes. Just got a little bit of a slide going.
Falling behind the car in front in sector 3. But not me, the fastest lap so far.
There's an example. I've taken the first corner curve there, the same as I've done previously, but it settled down this time, didn't upset the car as much. Good as this, really enjoying this. Looking forward to it ending though. Pretty hard work, a lot of concentration going on. Slowing down the guys behind a little bit by the look of it. I'm doing my best boys, I'm doing my best. Oh no, thought I'd gone wide there, managed to just about stop it. No. Oh, I had to wait for so long then to cue the understeer. Definitely went a little bit too fast into there. Feels awesome going down Paddock Hill Bend there. You really do feel like the kind of elevation change in this game. Oh, car on the right. Got to give room now into the braking zone. Oh no! Switch sides on me. I'm back out, but I'm in last place now. Demoted to last once again. I'm going to carry on, see how I do. But I think I've got the AI set a little bit high for my first couple of goes because I haven't really got much chance of catching him if I'm honest. Too slow. Come on, catching them up again. No. Oh, that's a corner cut. You can really take these curves, but at your own peril. They really are quite upsetting to the car. Bit of bodywork damage, all stuff out there, taking those bollards out again. I'm definitely braking too early, but it feels like if I brake much later I just end up losing it on the steering, or have a little moment to correct that puts me in trouble. Oh. Again, not a great result, not a great race really, but still good fun. Hopefully you've enjoyed watching. Feels a lot like Assetto Corsa 1 in a way. Quite good force feedback on the wheel. You can feel what the car's doing quite a lot. It's understanding that and using it to be fast, that's the tricky bit, but that just comes in time really. But as a general first impression, I'm really quite happy. I thought this game is good. Good experience. It's my first race, even with a couple of restarts in there. I'm not sure the Ferrari is the car for me though. It feels a little bit too understeer at the front for my liking. I prefer something that's got a little bit more turning, even if it does come at the cost of a bit of oversteer. See if I can get 19th. Done it again. Got down into first gear too early then. It just, whatever the diff settings are, it doesn't like it, so it felt like it locked up the rear wheels as soon as I did that. Well, I didn't get lapped. Look at the plus side, I didn't get lapped, so that's pretty happy with that. That's good though. Looking forward to playing more of this now, definitely. Hopefully you guys have got it already. Might end up watching this. I'll see you on there once the online lobbies are sorted.
Alright, race is over. Good job, Lee. You did your best. Bring it back to the pits.
That was good. Just going to go through all this as well, what happens here. So you can actually, I'm going to bring it home, actually drive round, bring it into the pits, see if there's any kind of celebration or what happens, and leave it at that I think. Hopefully you've heard everything I've said as well, because it really is quite loud this game. Oh, look at the overtakes I can do now. Ah, this is the AI setting I need it on. The cool down lap setting. Oh, it sounds awesome when you lift off. Oh, I could do that all day. over and done with. Enjoyed that. Definitely looking to get a bit faster on this game though. I need a lot of practice, but I'm sure I'll get there in the end. I'll stick with it for long enough to be honest. Right, press cross button to end game. Oh, there's my pit box. Right, how do I actually? Do I have to actually pull in really? That's quite tight. Come on. Oh, there you go. Let's just straighten that up a bit. Oh, where's reverse? Oh. Bear with me. Quite a tight parking spot. There we go, I think we're about right there. We've stuck out from the curb a little bit, but we're not too bothered. Right, thank you very much for joining me. Take care, I've been Eddie G, look after yourselves and see you again soon. Hopefully you enjoy your Assetto Corsa and yeah, adios, bye for now.